Most people dread the idea of dragging a heavy ladder out of the shed, just to reach a few stray branches. It is a recipe for a sore back, and honestly, a bit of a safety gamble. That is where this HOSKO pole saw comes into the picture. It is one of those tools that looks simple on paper, but once you actually get it out in the yard, you start to realize why manual tools still have a place in a world full of battery-powered gadgets. The first thing you notice is the reach. At 14 feet, it gets you into those high canopy spots that usually require a professional or a very shaky climb. What is clever here is the modular design. Instead of one giant, unwieldy stick, it breaks down into several sections. You just screw them together, which makes it surprisingly easy to store in a corner of the garage without it taking up half the wall. The stainless steel construction feels solid enough to handle the job, and it has a nice weight to it. Not so heavy that your arms give out after 5 minutes, but sturdy enough that it doesn't feel like a cheap toy. Now the real test is the blade. It uses a bidirectional, 3-sided tooth design that bites into wood on both the push and the pull. It is surprisingly aggressive. Whether you are dealing with palm fronds or thicker oak branches, it cuts through with a clean, satisfying rhythm. You don't get that annoying snagging feeling you might expect from cheaper manual saws. However, there is a bit of a learning curve. Because it is a manual tool, you are the engine. If you are trying to prune a massive, thick limb, you are going to get a workout. It is not a chainsaw, so don't expect to clear an entire forest in an afternoon without breaking a sweat. Also, when you have all the sections connected to reach that full 14-foot height, there is a bit of flex in the pole. It is just physics, really, but it means you have to be a little more deliberate with your strokes to keep the blade steady. It is not a deal-breaker, but it is something you notice once you get past the 10-foot mark. For smaller jobs or quick touch-ups around the patio, it is fantastic. It is quiet, it doesn't need a battery charge, and it is ready to go the second you need it. If you are looking for a straightforward, no-nonsense way to keep your trees looking tidy, without the noise and maintenance of a gas or electric motor, this thing is a solid, reliable companion for the yard. It is not going to replace a heavy-duty power tool for major forestry work, but for the average homeowner, it hits that sweet spot between utility and simplicity.
Check out the video description for updated price. And thank you for watching this video.